Hello, I'm here with Aaron Lieberman, CTO for ConRes, who runs a professional services organization. Hello, Aaron. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks, Brandon. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Best as can be expected in the current work environment, right?
Yep, working from home.
Well, and and you know what? You and everybody else is doing that. So I know your practice has been working with a lot of companies that have had to move a lot of people remote recently. Can you tell us a little bit about kind of the main challenges that your clients have been running into, kind of moving to this remote worker model?
Sure. Well, first off, this is a hacker's dream. With everyone working from home right now, behind home networks, broadband connections, with all the home IoT devices from rings, cameras, smart televisions, lighting and heating solutions, all of that. Hackers can use that as an entry point into the network. Most people know this.
Wow.
But Yeah, but now that many folks are at home working, that's that's a great way for hackers to do some pretty interesting things. So security is the biggest issue right now, or it should be. That is, at ConRes, we want to make sure that remote users can adopt secure, remote access solutions, similar to what they have in the four walls that they may have in the home office, if not better, mainly because there are so many ways hackers today can get into a network and then hijack critical company assets and data right from your home. Okay.
So all companies did was lose control over all their endpoints, basically.
Yeah, that's right. And it's you lose a lot of visibility. Most companies know this, which kind of leads to the next issue is scale. I've seen customers right now focus first on just getting users online fast, right? Neglecting, basic security measures. What worked for a few hundred users concurrently, getting remote access users online, is now bringing on new challenges, trying to bring on, support for thousands of users at the same time, right? So
Right.
this is a big problem. So security and scale, by far, are in large the largest issue right now. So.
Okay, okay. Well, I imagine remote VPN has kind of been a big part of the conversations with customers, but are there alternative or complementary solutions that
Yeah,
beyond just VPN that people ought to be considering or that you guys have been recommending?
there are. I mean, we're working around the clock right now to help our customers, with remote access solutions, but or secure remote access, I should say. And we're offering a lot of critical solutions that complement it. For instance, DNS security for the user at home, which is going to control like what they access on the internet. NAC solutions, identity access control solutions. I mean,
Mhm.
typically we did this for wired and wireless users within the customer's facility. Now we're shifting that network identity access of who you are accessing the network. We're focusing that now on remote users, all right? And securing and posturing them as they access the network, right? And making sure that they meet the correct security profile and policy for whatever the organization had at their office prior to them being remote, right? So it used to be a nice to have, and now it's becoming really critical, especially with all these users working from home now, and again, on in customer environments that you just have no visibility around, right? Endpoint security is big. I mean, that's still it's always a good time to look at that and reevaluate your AV, your malware, putting something in place for all of your endpoints, whether it be laptops or iPads or phones, making sure you're at the right patch level. Multi-factor authentication solutions as well. Making sure that your users have multiple factor authentication methods accessing your network. And then lastly, VDI. That's another great way to lock down a system and control what users are doing, right? I mean, if you can control the entire desktop, right, and give them only what they have, what you want them to have access to, it really limits the exposure that they would have out there. Okay.
Sure. So it sounds like there's multiple ways that your clients can get this done. Are there specific solutions that you guys have found yourself recommending
Um,
frequently, and why are you making those recommendations?
Yeah, I mean, I think the important thing to remember with that is there's a solution for everyone, right? no matter how big or small you are as an organization, right? It's never too late to improve your security posture, especially for remote users, right? Um, I see it in two different flavors. We've got on-prem versus cloud solutions, right? And both can address scale and security very well. On-prem solutions, they'll typically be backhauled to a corporate office or headquarters, data center, or even their public cloud, right? And you'll complement that with a NAC solution like Cisco ICE or Aruba ClearPass. Um, with ICE, we can provide security posturing, okay, on top of your VPN, on the client's endpoint to ensure that you've got the correct patch level, you're running all the right AV, malware agents, all those things are where you want them to be prior to a user getting access to your environment. So it's doing this is great, but it takes time to implement, right? So these traditional VPNs, they're if you're running into a fire drill scenario like everybody is right now, upgrading now could be a real challenge because it involves physical infrastructure, physical upgrades, and again, like I said earlier, what worked yesterday with a few hundred users is not going to work with thousands of users trying to access the same hardware and infrastructure that you did to support that in the past. And then finally, cloud-based SaaS VPN solutions are a great alternative right now because we can backhaul all remote user traffic to the security SaaS provider. Okay, let all the connections come to them, let them secure your connection, and then they can connect you back, securely to your corporate office or your data center and all your applications and assets. So I think that's a really good way to do it, and it's really easy to scale that and turn that on in minutes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, it sounds like, Aaron, that you guys at ConRes are way ahead of this. I know you've been helping a lot of clients lately. And if companies out there are in need of help with security concerns and networking, like you've been discussing, whether as a result of the COVID-19 or otherwise, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, just go to our website at conres.com. It's the best way.
Okay, excellent. Well, hey, thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. And
Yeah, thanks for having.
hopefully, yep, hopefully we'll be hearing from you again soon. All right, take care.